And then as Nicole just mentioned, these severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect through 6:30 for places south of Baltimore. So this includes portions of Anne Arundel County, Prince George's counties. Then we also have severe thunderstorm warnings on the other side of the bay over portions of the eastern shore. So just because they're not tornado warnings does not mean that they should not be taken seriously here, because we do have very strong winds within this cluster of storms here. So we could see damaging wind gusts potentially up to 60 miles an hour. I would also say, based on the colors there that we're picking up here on the radar, that these storms are producing hail in addition to some very strong rain. So we've seen a good amount of lightning as well. I took it off the radar though because it blocked the view of the cities that we're seeing. But generally these storms, they are tracking off to the east at around 30 to 40 miles an hour. So we've been really bracing for this round of severe weather based on the Storm Prediction Center putting the majority of the state here under this enhanced risk for severe storms. So we're not just talking isolated severe storms, we've seen scattered severe storms. So numerous potential here. Damaging winds, obviously that would indicate the straight line winds potentially up to 60 miles an hour. And then also the potential though for these isolated tornadoes. So we've had multiple tornado warnings in effect at this point here, and the atmosphere just really not doing us any favors here. So what we had is a very warm and moist atmosphere, and that was a good indicator that when we have a disturbance move through, that we could see these potentially severe storms here. So showing you the radar here, active again, different warnings in effect, severe thunderstorm warnings here. We do have a tornado warning now. This is for Anne Arundel County until 6:30. So a tornado warning from the National Weather Service until 6:30. The time now just about 5:56, so we got a little bit of a break, and now we have a new tornado warning issued. This is a radar indicated tornado. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing this tornado was located near London town or near Annapolis, moving east at 35 miles an hour. So a tornado warning for our friends in Anne Arundel County until 6:30. The time now just about 5:58 here. So want to show you the area included here in the tornado warning. Remember, we see the yellow. That's indicating severe thunderstorm warnings. And now we have a new tornado warning in this red box here that does indeed include Annapolis. This is a radar indicated tornado. If you are anywhere in this area, please make sure that you are indoors. I hope you're already there in that safe place here. And these storms generally moving off to the east at around 35 miles an hour. This is a radar indicated tornado. Let's see if we can pick up on any of that rotation here on our computer. So what we're showing you, this rotation tracker here. So this is velocity. This is showing us the red winds moving away from the radar. When we see the green, the cool colors, that would be winds moving towards the radar. And when we see them very close to each other, that's a pretty good indication that we could have some rotation here in this area here. So a couplet like this is a pretty good indicator of rotation here. Then I do want to time these storms out for you. So we know from the National Weather Service that this tornado warning that's in effect for Anne Arundel County until 6:30, the particular storms here, they're moving off to the east. It looks like right around 35 miles an hour. So let's use our storm tracker here to just give us an idea of the places here that could be seeing these storms within the next little bit here. So as we track it off to the east, right around 35 miles an hour here. So eventually moving over the bay here. This is just something to keep in mind here. Zooming it out here. So this tornado warning for Anne Arundel County that's in effect until 6:30, radar indicated tornado. Now I'll show you here the radar so we can see purple indicating some of that hail, and then obviously the red and the yellow showing us some very heavy precipitation. It's been a heavy rain event. It's also been a lot of lightning here across the area here. So strikes right around 70, 71 here. As we take a look at that, I'll just take them off though so we can take a better look at this particular storm here. So again, it's moving off to the east at right around 35 miles an hour. Anywhere in this area though, if you are included within this, you need to be inside. You want to move indoors immediately, get to that interior room. the basement, wherever you are not going to be dealing with, windows. That is a very dangerous situation when we talk about rotating winds here. It's set to expire at 6:30. We'll zoom in and take a look at the street view here so you can just see some of the areas here that would be affected. So we're talking Annapolis Landing and Chestnut Hills, Edgewater, Bywater Estates, London Town Terrace. So London Town pops out to me because that was where the National Weather Service specifically said that the thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located. Harness Woods, Anchorage, Eastport, obviously Annapolis, you're included in this. All these areas are under this tornado warning that is now in effect through 6:30 tonight. This is a radar indicated tornado. We also have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now. So in addition to the tornado warning, it's the severe thunderstorm warnings. This cluster of storms has triggered severe weather here as it's tracked through, as it's moving off to the east. So this is something we're keeping a very close eye on. Want to send it over to Nicole and Vic for an update.
Thank you very much, Meg. Of course, it has been an active afternoon for weather. Hello, everyone. I'm Vic Carter.
And I'm Nicole Baker. The threat is not over yet. There is a tornado watch in effect for nearly the entire state until 10 o'clock tonight.
Of course, the good news is these storms are moving quickly. Take a look at this video taken about an hour ago from Chopper 13. Dark clouds, and look at the strikes of lightning over the city.
All right, she's been talking a lot, but we got to get back over to meteorologist Meg McNamara on what we can expect for the rest of the evening tonight.
Yes, so what a crazy scene here as we take a look at that video. So we've seen the intense clouds. We've seen the lightning as well. So this is a very dangerous situation. Want to get right to the tornado warning that is in effect. So again, this is for portions of Anne Arundel County until 6:30. It includes the Annapolis area here. So this tornado warning in effect until 6:30 tonight. It was radar indicated. So what that means is that the meteorologists at the National Weather Service, they are keeping a very close eye on this batch of storms. They originally issued the tornado watch in through 10 o'clock. As I'm in this chat room, one of the meteorologists there is saying that we have a radar confirmed tornado near Annapolis with a debris ball signature here. So we do have a radar indicated, or at least a radar confirmed tornado right near Annapolis. So dangerous situation. I hope that anyone who is listening to this is listening to us from inside. So this storm is moving east at 35 miles an hour. And again, tornado confirmed on the radar near Annapolis. So they're continuing the tornado warning here for Anne Arundel County until 6:30. They're just giving us this update that around 6:02, so moments ago, a confirmed tornado was located southwest of Annapolis. It is moving east at 35 miles an hour. This does mean there'll be, special marine warnings going into effect based on that this storm will be moving over the bay. But for right now, anyone around Annapolis really needs to be in that safe place because the National Weather Service saying that they do have a confirmed tornado located just southwest of Annapolis and moving off to the east at 35 miles an hour. I do want to send it over to Marty Bass, who has been keeping a close eye on things. You've been watching the radar. You've been watching as these warnings have popped up and as these storms have tracked across the state. Marty, what's the latest that you have for us?
Well, Meg, thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. I'm looking at radar as is, Meg, and I want to look at Anne Arundel County again. If I triangulate this correctly, I make a triangle between Annapolis, Reba, and Edgewater. That's where we're really concentrating on right now. Something else that needs to be pointed out. If you look at the eastern side of Baltimore County, very heavy rain that passed across the west side of the Beltway, then the city, and now the eastern side of Baltimore County towards the Harford County is slowing up as it gets to the Chesapeake Bay, and it's starting to gain a little more oomph over the waters of the Chesapeake Bay. So I think we need to talk across the bay just real quick. Heads up if you're anywhere near the vicinity of Tolchester Beach, Fairleigh Creek, Wharton, Still Pond, even as you go up the bay, up the I-95 corridor across the bay to the area around the mouth of the Sassafras River. Clearly, we're going to be talking about Chestertown, Rock Hall. This is on the way to you. and there's a little bit of a bay effect here. Once again, we're really concentrating on Anne Arundel County right now. I would call this wave 2 of severe weather that's moved across the viewing area as we've moved through the afternoon. A confirmed tornado on the ground from the National Weather Service. And I can assure you under that, it's very possible under that really dark purple there, that could be a hail column. We're looking at as severe weather right now in Anne Arundel County as we had seen march across Carroll County, Baltimore County, and Baltimore City, and even into portions of Harford County. So just because it being the weather may have calmed down where you are, where I am right now, northwest side of the Beltway, the sun's out, and even that rain has ended. Doesn't mean that everybody in the region is not out of the woods. We've had enough rainfall that the National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia, until 11:30 tonight, has issued a flood warning for north end, and I'm sure there will be other areas added to this. Northeastern Howard County, southeastern Carroll County, northern Baltimore County, southwestern Harford County, Baltimore City. And that goes until 11:30 tonight. Anywhere in your neighborhood where water tends to pond or creeks tend to flood, you can be assured if it hasn't happened already, it may darn well happen over the next couple of hours. Let me throw it back to Meg. Take it away.
Service at 6:05, they confirmed a tornado moving near South River. The tornado was moving east at 35 miles an hour. So a confirmed tornado from the meteorologist at the National Weather Service. This is a very dangerous situation. If you are anywhere in this area, please move indoors. Get to that safe place immediately. Get to your basement, to the interior room. Again, we have a confirmed tornado from the National Weather Service at 6:05. They are saying that this tornado was near South River. It is moving to the east at 35 miles an hour here. So just zooming in here to the area now included in this tornado warning that's in effect through 6:30 tonight. So anywhere in this area, please make sure that you are in that safe place. And again, these storms, they are moving off to the east at 35 miles an hour. This tornado warning for portions here of Anne Arundel County. This is based on a confirmed tornado just at 6:05. So it's at 6:07 right now. So just a couple minutes ago, the meteorologist with the National Weather Service confirming a tornado near South River moving east at 35 miles an hour. So a very dangerous situation here and really not letting up because it's just 6:07. This tornado warning in effect until 6:30 as this particular cluster of storms, it's going to continue to track off to the east at around 35 miles an hour. So this sliver here of red, that's indicating the tornado warning that's really just part of a larger system here within a severe thunderstorm warning here. So the tornado warning, obviously that's the place where the tornado was confirmed. And then as we look further off to the west, still severe potential there. Could see damaging winds of up to 60 miles an hour. Now we'll take a look at the velocity here to see if we can see exactly where that rotation would be here on our rotation tracker. So remember, it's the areas when we see red and green kind of butted up against each other, showing us the wind moving towards the radar. The wind moving away from the radar is indicated by the red color. When we see them together, pretty good indication of that rotation. So again, though, we do have a confirmed tornado from the National Weather Service. This was at 6:05, confirmed that tornado near South River, moving off to the east at 35 miles an hour. So multiple severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, and then this tornado warning for Anne Arundel County until 6:30.